So I work with food and drink producers, helping them get their products into more places and in front of more people. I identify outlets that are relevant to their products and their brands, so outlets that are typically within the specialty fine food sector, so farm shops, delis, cafes, garden centres, so anywhere where people go to eat and drink outside of the home that isn't a supermarket. And I actually make contact with those outlets, so key decision makers within those outlets on behalf of my clients. So I do their sales outreach for them. So if you're a food producer that has a product that you want to get into more places, so essentially you want to expand your points of distribution, so whether that be a soft drink, a chutney, a jam, a coffee product, so anything that lends itself to the specialty food sector, I can help you get your products into those places. I do it by essentially what I like to call old school sales, so by telephoning and actually speaking to key decision makers, by emailing them, by actually building rapport and relationships and selling the benefits of my clients' products, because they're often too busy to do it themselves or don't have the skills to do it. I've worked with many clients across multiple product categories. I do have a bias towards pre-packaged products, so anything that is ambient that goes on a shelf. But then having said that, I have also worked with soft drink brands as well. So at the moment I'm working with a local Nottinghamshire producer that produces a range of artisan chutneys and jams. I've worked with some bigger organisations such as Fentimans who make wonderful soft drinks, but I definitely work with businesses that are probably 3 years plus old, so they've had a go at doing it themselves. They've realised it's actually quite a hard process. It's probably not where their skills are best suited. They've got good levels of distribution, but they just want more. So they've reached a plateau and they just want to push through to that next level, get their products into the hands of more consumers. It's not difficult, but it is time consuming to get your products into more places. And where I add value is that I act as a buffer between the buyer and the producer. So producers, and rightly so, are very protective of their products and often very defensive. So if they hear a no, they take that very personally. So if I hear that no on their behalf, I'm able to feed it back to them in a more constructive way. So I'm able to say, it's a no because. So to give you an example, we had one buyer at quite a large farm shop recently who said, I don't like that product, the packaging is boring. So I was able to go back and say they don't like it because the packaging is not quite right for them. You probably need to make some changes to bring it a bit more up to date. In terms of my contact network, I always say to people, I don't confess to know everyone. However, I do have the skills to find the right person within the organisation that we need to connect with. So it's about having the ability to navigate networks and not giving up really. So getting to that right person and through, as I said earlier, building rapport and just having that open dialogue and conversation. So one of my biggest success stories is that I managed to get one of my clients' products into Hilton hotels, which was a bit of a labour of love, to be fair, because it did take quite a long time. And I did find myself doing a David Brent style happy dance around my conservatory the day that they finally said yes. So if you are a producer and you want me to help you expand your reach, get your products into more places, then look me up on LinkedIn, so Lisa Pickles, or go and have a look at my website, www.findmegalees.co.uk.